Hola, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Joe Dark y bienvenidos a la siguiente parte de Narcissu 6 Seconds. Brief reminder. The voice is in English y los subtítulos en español. Without further ado, let's start. The button is fine enough. In my hand was a small tote bag. I noticed that the button that had the handle was dry enough. How long it had been like that, I didn't know, but coming out this way, I wasn't going to go back home. So I held the bag to my chest and continued towards the hospital. The usual doctor used a stench, and today's examination ended. When my body condition was stable, it was once a week. 3 times a week seemed to be a sign of short hospitalization. With this week's examination was over. As I thought that, I headed towards the exit on the first floor. In the afternoon, the doctors weren't seeing patients, so the halls were mostly empty. Occasionally, a doctor would walk by a group of intern-like people in tow. Nurses rushed to the first aid window. A patient, probably under deterioration, was in the shop buying snacks. The wristband was visible green, which I heard was for digestive disorders. All of this was just the ordinary, everyday hospital. And in front of that shop was the first time I met her. Hey you! Eh? Suddenly, a bright voice called out to me and surprised me. Oh, you really don't know how many emotions that shit brings me. You really don't know how many emotions that shit brings me. Oh shit. You really don't know. Turning around, before me was the pajama-clad figure of Onesan. I didn't recognize. Onesan, I didn't recognize. Sorry, I repeat. Because I had thought it might have been someone I met while I was admitted here, but I didn't recall the face or figure. Yes? That button is fun enough, you know? As she spoke, she pointed at my tote bag. Parenthesis, it's gonna be a little confusing, but I'm gonna switch the voices between the girls. You later in the story, you're gonna see why I switched. It might have been a simple act of kindness, but since I hadn't already noted the problem, I had trouble in finding a reply. Why, yes, it is. Why, yes, it is. That's it? Have nothing else to say? Thank you. As I spoke, I lowered my head a bit. Oh, sweetheart. Because I already knew a reply came out hesitatingly, but even then, it was too difficult to say thank you very much. The honest son that I hadn't seen before. Her long black hair and bright voice left an impression. Looking at her slippers, the kind provided by the hospital, she was probably not an outpatient, but admitted. Look at her thin wrist. The wristband was white. That was a color I hadn't seen before. Hey, how about I fix it for you? Eh? I have a sewing set. But after her sudden words, I hesitated. But not over a button that didn't mean much. These past few years, because my existence was always only being erased, I had absolutely no experience with someone actively trying to relate with me. Don't worry about it. Look, come here. Don't worry, it's not like it would be in a weird place. With those words, she started walking briskly. And while wrapped in a mixed feeling, I followed behind. We got into the elevator. Without a word, she pressed the button for the highest floor. 7th floor? Oh, do you know about it? Not much. The seventh floor, the place they called the hospice. I wasn't too familiar with it, and of course I'd never been there. For one thing, I heard that people not involved with it were barred from entering. It probably meant that this Onessa here were headed to the seventh floor. She was a person from there. Soon, the elevator reached its stop, and right in front of the door was the nurse's station. And when the doors opened, all together, the gazes of the nurses turned towards us. This is someone, no? With that one sentence, they once again went back to their work. No one looked towards us anymore. It was just my first time here, but without putting my finger on it, I thought the atmosphere was especially heavy. The place the Onessa finally took me looked like a lounge area. It was very different from the theater or other floors that I'd been admitted to, but those didn't have the sofas or their TV. I will fix this for you quick, okay? With that, she took the tote bag and, with what seemed like a practiced hand, began fixing the button. And like her, I sat down on the sofa and what? Even as I looked around, there were a few signs of people. Occasionally, an elderly, helper-like person going by was about all. By the way, did you get a call? Or you're visiting someone? Right now, I'm an outpatient. I hesitate over how to answer, but say the truth. I added that I had just been discharged recently and I was an outpatient now. I see. Looks like you forgot it's hard too. By the way, what club are you in? Club? Well, it's supposed to be summer break, right? As she spoke, she pointed out at my uniform. You have been in the hospital, so maybe a literature club? Or maybe a mention sport club? Not really. I'm not in any. Oh, that is expected as well. Is it that you hate pajamas? At the same person said the question, I couldn't find the words to respond with. It's not that I hate pajamas, but the senses that the precise reason would be too difficult to put into words. And what that Onessa had asked was probably aimed straight at that. He hadn't simply been asking would I like pajamas, literally. Onessa, you're someone from here? Yeah, haven't you look like this? I'm a resident of the second floor. I guess the short of this is someone whose death had been confirmed. Oh, god damn it, that way of talking. God damn it. That which I had only known on the level of rumors was now clearly spelled out by a resident of the 7th floor. She used the word death in such a bright and relaxed tone. At the least, it didn't seem like it could comprehend. This person, what on earth could her thoughts be? Hey, is this alright with you? Come again to play. Me? There's nothing to do and it's boring. Plus, for here, visiting hours go until late. And with that, she told me various things about the 7th floor. Up until now, it had been vague, but it seemed that the rumors that it was a place to wait to die were true. There are the rules, but I can't say anymore. Why? Well, that should be obvious. Because you are not a resident of this place. It was only then, when she whispered that, did her face cloud. I felt that expression in her loneliness and seemed filled with intensity as well. I know I was wearing this cloth, stepping with a lingering regret for one's normal days. Unlike myself, this Onessa, no. This resident of the 7th floor had probably given up on everything and already had made up to herself. Well, maybe it's just when you come for examination. Drop by. Since no matter how I try, it's only half a year yet. I know I'm in front left. Shut up with the micro. Not me. She said that by the way of farewell. She once more turned her cheery face toward me. Long black hair, white wristband, and bright unelected way of talking were my impressions. Still, neither of them knew each other's name. My 15th summer. This was our first meeting. But a few days later, I came to visit the hospital. However, it wasn't like it was an examination day. If it's alright with you, come to play. The words of Renaissance I met a few days ago. Maybe because I was somehow concerned about that 7th floor place, or maybe I was curious for some reason. The elevator bell rang. I came to the highest floor. With a nod to nurses who looked my way, I made my way to the door where the Onessa had told me. I gave the door a knock. Ah yes, come in! The door opened with a click. Hi Quién. Welcome! I've been waiting. Come, sit. It was a hot day, wasn't it? Sitting up in her bed, she offered the folding chair next to me. The first room on the 7th floor that I entered felt a little different from the 3rd floor rooms I was used to. Sorry for the trouble, but you know, I was sure that you can. You got plenty of time after all. Why did you jump to that conclusion? Because our job as the sick is to sleep, right? There's no other people in the world with as much free time as us. Oh, do you don't think so? Not particularly. Bah! I was the cool one, aren't you? Oh, I know. Hey, do you like ice cream? Oh, then you don't like it? Okay, Satan, why don't we go eat together in the cafeteria? No. You don't have to hold back. Honest-san, he will treat you. You shouldn't go with the strangers. What? That's what my mother told me. Why are you laughing? Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, really. But that's actually right. You shouldn't go with the strangers. It's Himeko. Eh? A princess Hime with a child's cough. Well, we're Libra, AB blood type. It's Libra, exactly like me. I'm Libra too. I don't know why this shit makes me so happy, but I love it. And you are... Aquarius. Oh, blood type. Satsumi. Well then, we are acquaintances now, aren't we, Satsumi? I really hope that the sound is going well. I kinda moved my micro a bit, so I don't know who that hears. Sorry, sounds like bullshit. Burning sunlight and the sound of cicadas. Even in the pristine white 7th floor, they resounded. The Onesan, who called herself Himeko. Still, I knew nothing about her, but staring at this day, a long summer was beginning. I'm not gonna sing this part. I'm gonna let this sing. If I had to, a lot of subs, I swear I'm gonna sing this. So well, that is the intro for Narcissu. It really looks like a full anime intro. Like it's a really well done thing by Studio Nana, who create all the world things of Narcissu and Narcissu Tight Second. I'm gonna just click this place, shift or save, and nowadays the video is gonna be 20 minutes or a bit more, because I really wanna pass this a bit faster, because I'm gonna have a new PC and I don't know how we're gonna manage this. I think I'm gonna continue this till the end, and I want to do a lot of progress in the story, because I know that it's barely the beginning to this. This is barely the 5th video. I wanna do in the end of the month I'm gonna head to the 15th part at least, so I'm gonna give my best. So for my broken English, yeah, it is a bit hard to express in English when it's not your first language, but I want to do that. I want to head to the end of it the faster as I can without rushing it up, but I want to give you all the stories Narcissu and not do one video per week. We'll put 2 or 3 per week. I'll try to do my best. It's a really nice story, and if a lot of people like it, I can do another story. It is another not so known visual novel. and not all first team. I have another patient that do visual novels. Sorry, I already do a really long video, 20 minutes and something more, so I hope you like it. Without nothing more to say, I see you in the next video. Goodbye and thank you for watching. Bye!